So yeah, a lot of folks, that's better. That's better, but you're using your a little bit of your arm. You see,
It's it's
the,
getting to where I'm getting to where I'm more concerned about up here than back here now, which is good. It's actually, uh, yeah, I mean, I still have a little problem with, it still seems a little awkward, like my hand wants to go like this, but I'm getting more of the, of learning to, say, oh, make sure that thing stays put. And so I think I'm getting that concept, not so much worrying about back here. And because of that, there's a little bit of looseness back there because of that. Not looseness to where it's out of control, just, just, okay. Like, for instance, I was getting the wrong impression from you last week. You said, oh, do you want me to let the stick drop? No, you don't want me to let the stick drop. Your wrist is what makes it turn, right?
well, you see that's very good. I'm glad you remembered because that was an aspect of the lesson that I was considering after the lesson was over. And I actually did use the word drop earlier in the lesson, but referring to something else.
Yes.
You interpreted that as being connected with whatever it was you were doing that didn't make sense to me. So we'll talk about that. We'll get to that.
But to finish your sentence about Buddy Rich, you said.
But, well, because a lot of the typical way to play, and remember, there are no right or wrong ways to play.
Right.
But as Dick Wilson would say, but there are more efficient ways to play.
Right.
You can find a way to play that's more efficient than this. I'd like to know it. I memorized that one. But there are other ways to play, and we're not pitting one camp against the other. And I like looking into how other techniques approach the idea. Yeah. Why not? But a lot of folks think that you want to let this. Isn't that Joe Morello? The stick is faster than the hand. He may think that way as well. And a lot of guys are into letting the stick do the work, right? And so they're all about
right.
They call that the free stroke.
Right.
So everything is about you're tight, and then you follow it up. So it's all down, 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 down. Now I don't know how you're going to make an upstroke because I don't know of. I can imagine that it would be difficult to make an upstroke if all you're thinking of is down. And most folks don't consider the upstroke because everything is down, 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 tighter, tighter, tighter. How you're going to play a rebound? Now you have to capture that and pull, whatever folks are doing, all kinds of things. But they used to play the violin that way, I believe, where it was down on your hip and you'd go in one direction. And then somebody got the idea, I can play a long tone by going in both directions.
A sustained tone that way, yeah.
And so that's what we do. We consider, how do you make a note going up and down, up and down, up and down? How do you get notes going both ways? Right? So down, 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 okay? And so what happens when you're playing and suddenly now you're on a surface like a 16 or 18-inch floor tom tuned way down. When Virgil Donati sat in on my drums, I featured him at one of my drum hangs. He said, is it okay if I tune your 14 floor tom down? I said, yeah. He goes, yeah, that's my thing. It was cool, man. He tuned it. It was like wrinkly.
Okay.
Yeah, which I played with a little bit. It's interesting. And so that was his thing. Now, how are you gonna bounce the stick? So you're bouncing the stick all around, bounce, and you get to the wrinkly tom, and it goes. You got that, which we talked, right? Now, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What?
That's the thing I thought about too. These guys are all relying on the surface to be tight, but that's not realistically how. I'd rather have the control to know that I can play on any surface, I still be able to play.
Well, and again, we have to consider the surface. So I'll continue this train of thought. And so that's why Buddy Rich, with that article he wrote with Henry Adler, they advocated practicing on a pillow. And that's why we have these soft gel pads. So we can't cheat and not learn to turn our wrists. So, however, it is true that no matter how well understood the technique might be with regards to, I'm referring to the Spivak approach, a surface, you can only achieve so many rebounds based on the particular force being provided by the surface. So if you're playing on a pillow, probably aren't going to get rebounds, right?
Right.
So when we go to start rebounding, that's when we start to really rely on the surface. We don't only rely on the surface. What playing on a pillow does is it teaches you to turn your wrist. And when you watch Buddy Rich play, I have that Modern Drummer article where he talks about its wrist, you know, and I'm not using I'm not using fingers. He advocates strongly against not using fingers, which isn't true either. You can play with fingers, but Buddy was like, it's wrist, is adamant about it, and so we do rely on the force provided by the surface for rebounds. And so depending on the surface, if you're trying to play rebounds on an 18-inch soggy floor tom, it ain't gonna happen.
Oh, right.
So in that sense, so you wouldn't.
Right.
Or you get your wrists up to speed so that you could get certain things out on the wrist, doubles on the wrist. So this is a very, it might even seem counterintuitive. The idea that lifting the stick might be harder than it coming down, but there's something very pleasant about the feeling of turning and noticing that gravity will assist you. It might be harder to lift it up. Now look, I gotta lift this thing up. And I know that when I end, here's the other thing. We have a floor with this technique. It's the zero bias line, as I refer to it, sometimes. Half an inch parallel, beat to butt end from the playing surface. So the concept of making upstrokes to downstrokes, so you're making notes both up and down, it requires that we have a floor, because we're learning to drop the stick from the floor, make contact, feel the hand release, and then we turn up and feel the hand close. So this technique also has something that I don't hear the free stroke guys. I don't think we're involved. This technique having to do with squeeze and release. Huge part of the technique. And so we'll see how far we get today. But when I'm just turning my wrist for one note, I'm not feeling a squeeze and release. It's just laying in my hand. You're right, I have it up here. I don't even need my back fingers, but I keep them in a natural, comfortable position, because I know that when I do go to make an upstroke, for instance, the whole hand opens up. That's the other thing that free stroke guys, I don't usually hear them talking about. See, the hand opens up. but we don't open our fingers. The fingers open from the wrist, right? And that provides the release that Murray Spivak talks about. It's the only time we get to relax, the release. It's very subtle, and yet once you start to feel it, man, it's huge. So you release, the fingers open, you turn up, and as you turn up, the fingers start to close and the forearm goes down. See, it just works that way. And so you get this throw and this release and a squeeze, so you're loose and tight. So you're always relieving. Anytime you do this, you relax. It's a huge part of the technique. So we're not always tight, 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 tight. We're not always tight, 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 bouncing. That doesn't mean that at a certain speed when we're turning our wrist, right? That doesn't mean that at a certain speed. See, I do end up stopping down, but there's a feeling of I'm not adamant about not feeling some kind of bouncing a ball effect. Dick Wilson would talk about turning your wrists because it's motivated from the wrist. He'd talk about the paddle and the ball on a stretchy string.
Right.
I even bought one. I have it somewhere, but I lost the ball and fell apart. But I should get another one, just as a demonstrating device. And he'd talk about how, you see, you keep turning your wrist, the ball comes, bangs, bounces away, attached to a string, string pulls it back, and you time it, and you get the paddle and the ball on a stretchy string effect. Okay, right? So we're just getting that. So I get it. I can feel some of that. I can feel. I guess guys would talk, but what we're thinking of is, we're up to come down. And if it does get to a speed where it starts to want to do that, and we start to get into, you see, it's a little three-finger, look, yeah. It's a little three-finger grip, look.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah, it's coming along. It's not, the trajectory needs a little work, but see, because if you did have a paddle and a ball, kind of going around a little bit here, but it's cool. We started off talking about up to come down. So.
Yeah.
Right, and it can be confusing. But if you were with a paddle and a ball, and you didn't line it up properly, and you started it's like tennis where you put spin on the ball. That's different. Right. But here, if you go to the trajectory isn't straight, you won't be able to keep that thing going. Right? The trajectory has to be, look, if you're paddling a ball, that ball has to go out this way and always come back here. If you strike the ball this way, now the ball goes up this way and pulls down, and you'll miss it.
Yeah, that's wrong way. So right. Why is it that? Is it because of the length of my arm, or why do I have tendency my arm wants to feel like it wants to slice instead of go up and down, straight up and down all the time?
Well, because it's new to you, because you came from traditional grip. So that might have something to do with, right? A lot of guys have that problem.
Well,
right?
How do I know that I'm in the right height for me with surface?
Well, because what you want to recognize is that the stick should be, according to this technique, an extension of the forearm, you see? And we don't want the forearm playing like this, and we don't want the forearm playing like this. The forearm would, the floor arm, I like it, it's catchy. The forearm is parallel to the actual floor here. And therefore the stick, as an extension of the forearm, would also be parallel. So if we're parallel to the floor here, that should guide us with regards to the height of of the pad, knowing that because we play with upstrokes, we need to be a ½ inch to an inch over the surface. See, so if your forearm is flat and the stick is flat, parallel to the floor, and you're a ½ inch or an inch above the surface, you know your pad is at a good height. Okay? And yours is. I think it is.
Okay.
Now, yeah. Now, I did this with a student too. The only way to get this thing to bounce up straight up and down. There's the free. I guess that's the free stroke. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but you can't move your wrist. The wrist just look. The wrist isn't moving. My wrist, it's my other hand tapping the stick, bouncing a ball straight up and down. And now watch what happens. Watch what happens. I just made this up. I don't practice this. But see, now I can't get it going. There. So if we go sideways, you can't keep it going because you lose this little hinge. Well, look. Yeah, but if you move with the stick at this point, you won't feel this little fulcrum or this hinge. What? No, what? Yeah. So, okay, let's hang out. We're nerds, and you asking me questions. I don't mind. So, this little 3-finger grip that you discussed at the beginning of the lesson, that you're starting to feel. See, it's Murray would say, "Have you ever seen a teeter-totter with a wide fulcrum?"
Huh.
You want it to be as narrow as possible so the stick can rock through there. No, I'm not doing that. Copy me. Yeah, see, just gently. The stick goes through there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't move your hand with it. You keep your hand in one place and you move the stick. Yeah, like that. Let's see. So over here, it can kind of come up all the way to there, and then it can come to the palm. Yeah, like that. See, it floats in there. This is like a little hinge. I told you, it's like a little fulcrum in here, and the stick is going through it, right? That's kind of the gig. We need to know about that. Right, so with that feeling of getting this thing to go, yeah, try this. Just lift it up and let it fall. See, did it go straight up and down? Yeah. Because you're not messing with the hinge, making the stick twist. It's going over a fulcrum like a teeter-totter. You mess with the teeter-totter fulcrum, and the whole device would break down. Someone might get hurt. So it's going through here because you've created this narrow fulcrum, and we're leaving it alone. You got that too, because that's the whole concept. See, if we fiddle with it, then the stick can't go through it like a perfect machine, straight up and down. So we just leave it there. And then we can lift the stick up, and it'll just fall straight down. If we lift it up straight, yeah, like that. Yeah, don't do anything at the end with your, why are you doing that? Isn't that fascinating? You still want to shake. No, this doesn't move. Why would it shake if you just lift this up and drop it? It's not shaking now with it. Yeah, it doesn't shake. It's not shaking. You don't change anything. That's not bad. Yeah, look, just do this. You put your hand on, just do this with your first finger and just lift it up and go like that. No, don't stop it. Let it stop on its own and wait like this. And wait. You see, it doesn't shake. You always want to, I'm going to grab the stick now because I'm done and I got to do it again, or I don't know what that is. It's just this. It goes up straight and goes down straight. Like that. So if we put it in the middle finger, I've had you do stuff like this too. Now it's in the middle finger and it'll go through here too, won't it?
Yeah.
You see? So now just drop it and leave it there. Don't move that middle finger. Don't move it. Don't move your wrist. Just lift the stick. They say don't move. That's what it feels like. Now you can make the fulcrum a little wider by putting your first finger and thumb on, and you don't change anything. It's just going to flow through there. Don't let go of your first finger and thumb. They don't change. Right? They do it like this. first finger, thumb only. First finger, thumb only, like that. First finger, thumb only. Okay. Now you put your middle finger on. You know, why would you suddenly start changing your first finger? See, I just did. You just want to leave it, and it'll just fall. Yeah, like that, you see? So what you do is, if you were to lift it up like this, straight up, thinking you were just going to let it fall, you just follow it up straight and follow it back down. Now this time, move your wrist with it, and just, yeah, see, it went straight up and down. Do that again. Yeah, don't go moving the stick a lot more than the wrist. They're gonna move together now. It's gonna go up straight, as though you were just gonna drop the stick. Yeah. Yeah, but that time, see, that's good. That you're getting the idea of the freedom of the stick moving through a proper fulcrum, and you're getting used to, therefore, the feeling of it going straight up and down. Just drops. Just drops. You don't do anything. Now this time, if you were to lift it up straight, but follow it up with your wrist so they go up together. No, you have to follow it up with your wrist so they go up together. No, the wrist has to go up with it. Now drop it as though you were just going to drop it and follow it down. Like that. Yeah, that's the idea. Now, one of the things you can consider is the idea that because we're not doing a lot with our fingers, the stick would just move with the wrist, you see? Just move with the wrist. Okay. We don't want to be doing this stuff. Free stroke or down. No. We lift it up, everything comes up as one unit with a very narrow fulcrum, right? And we just turn for a note. Just.
Now, am I letting it bounce again?
No, just turn and stop at the floor. Yeah, see, just go straight up, as though you were just gonna, yeah, like that. That's all it is. I know it seems like there should be more. Now just go back and remind yourself, what does it feel like to just drop the stick as it rolls through that narrow little fulcrum? It just would roll through here, right? Well, now you're back to wrist. So now I want you to lift the stick up again and remind yourself of what that feels like, right? See now the wrist isn't turning, is it? You are aiding it. This is remedial. The wrist hasn't turned. The stick's gone up and the wrist hasn't turned, and you're just dropping it like that. Now this time, instead of the wrist staying stable, you're going to move the stick and the wrist. You're going to move the wrist with the stick. See, they go up together. You see? See how they go up together? They go up together, and then they come down together. And that's it. Now that doesn't mean at some point we might not feel some bounces, right? So we're not hysterical about there can't be any bounce when you play singles, right? But practicing on a pillow will help you feel, learning to lift the stick up. See, it will help you feel that. See, it's getting more stable, dude. Now, if you were to have this come up and down and not move your wrist, and it would just move through the little fulcrum that you're feeling today, like that, right? You know, it would do this, right? Well, you know, it would go faster. It would go faster. Or you could even do that, right? Or you could do this. So you can't move the wrist. Can't move the wrist. It's just the stick going through there. I know it's a little hard to get going for me too, and this is all I do. Yeah. Almost. Keep it real narrow in here. Keep this narrow so it'll roll through there. Almost. Yeah. Bounce that. Just bounce it. But you got it. Almost. See. So, but the stick would start going straight. See how it's going straight up and down. And then we start turning. Yeah. And then we start turning our wrist and copy that timing. And the stick and the wrist are moving together. Together. Almost. Now just copy that feeling and just get this going. No. It's going fast. Come on, you got to keep it going. Almost. You have to practice that. But so if you just go like and try to bounce that little bead on the surface, go fast. Tap, 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 tap. How fast can you go? Faster. Come on, let it bounce. Bounce it. Bounce it. Now, see, that's where maybe some of this free stroke stuff thinking comes in. We're not thinking quite that way. We're up to see, it's getting there. How fast can you twitch your wrist? How fast can you twitch it? Play on the shank, get on the bead so it bounces a little more. Coming along. How fast can you do that? Oh, no. You lost. You're never going to feel the stick moving through here for rebounds or anything else, right? And if we're turning our wrist, it's not doing a lot of moving through here. But this gives you the feeling of how a stick that's free would move straight up and down. So now just do this. No. Okay, keep your arm by your side. That was my fault. No, right, just normal, and like you're going to play it over the drum, but with no stick. Put it here, not here. Yeah, now put your arm by your side. You're tightening everything up by holding it out. Everything's loose, and it just goes like this. Tap, 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 Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, stay nice and loose. Just up and down, up and down, up and down. No, you're gonna ruin it. This isn't loose. This is loose. Tap, 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 tap. There you go, just do this. Yeah, that would start to have that feeling of the bouncy thing. Straight up and down. Straight up, keep your arm relaxed. Keep this thing going straight up and down. Now knock like you're knocking on a door. Come on, a little. Get hand on all the knuckles evenly. Don't be all twisty. Right in the center. That's it. That's it. That's it. I just do that with a stick in my hand. I don't clutch it to death, but I got it here. I just maintain a grip, 3-finger grip, and I do this. Stop. Yeah. So I just watch. No stick in my hand. That's this. And I put a stick in my hand and I go. Whatever happens. So come along. So you see if I am playing on an unbound surface. Now the pads is a little high, but to maintain momentum. See? Now I'm not going to feel so much bouncing. Now maybe there's a little more. I have to lift that stick up a little more. It feels like it's a little more, but it's the same motion. See? So here's an example of why the free stroke. See, this would be more like a 16-inch tom. And what are you going to do? You want to bounce it, and there's no bounce.
Right.
So now but I got this 3-finger grip, and I know that if the surface has more rebound, it'll feel a little different. But I'm turning my wrist. You got to turn your wrist, man. So I gotta use the surface. I gotta use the surface. I can't use the surface. No, what am I gonna do? It won't work all the time. Okay.
Right.
All right. So you started to get that feeling. Now, so a regular wrist turn is just this little motion, and you might start to feel some rebound, but you're turning your wrists. Well, yeah. Come on, get it going. Don't do it with your other wrist, though. You just got to get that going. Oh! Yeah, there you go. Get your wrist, do it with your other wrist. Don't turn this wrist. The wrist has to stay still. And you bounce it with the other hand, and it rocks through the fulcrum.
Well, try it.
Yeah, do it with the other. Yeah, you caught it a couple times. Almost. Or the other way to get it is just, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really work that way. All you can kind of do is just lift it up and let it fall. So just do this. You don't get to turn your wrist. The only thing lifting this stick up is your other hand. There it is. Don't move your other wrist. Just leave the other wrist. There it is. Now, just follow that stick by turning your wrist. Just turning. Turn your. Press you. Turn your wrist. Turn your. Turn your wrist. Turn your wrist. Okay, now go into the other hand. Can you get it happening over there? Okay. And see, you're just doing this. It's just this, isn't it? Can you get that happening? No, you need your other hand now. Relax your arm. Need your other hand. Yeah, see, it's going to travel in that direction. Now just copy that direction, but turn your wrist to get it. Oh yeah, okay, go ahead and try that. Try that. Oh, yeah, now just match that with your wrist. Now keep that going with your wrist. Start turning your wrist at that speed. Come on, keep it going. You got to keep it going. Keep it going. Capture that momentum. Capture that. See? Yeah, it's coming along. And eventually you can put them together. You get it. Not quite as well schooled in my left hand playing math. But you see, I'm just following that stick. Just following the stick. Okay. No. You always come back into this. No, it doesn't look right. I don't think right now. If you don't change anything, keep your grip right there. Let's put it. I see. I don't think the stick is going to travel through that spot. Don't loosen up. Don't see. It didn't fall. It didn't go through the spot. You're too tight. It didn't want to go anywhere. See, that's what you do. You see, it's not. Now let it go and create a fulcrum. Create a fulcrum. Lays in the middle finger. The first finger and thumb come in gently, and you have this little narrow 3-finger grip. Yeah, we just found out one of your problems. Now lift it up. No, with your other hand. Is it loose enough to go through there? Yeah, see, yes, now it's correct. Now it doesn't look like this. I don't know why I keep going side. No, it's supposed to travel through there, like that. Don't get tighter to do that. You don't need to be any tighter to just turn your wrist and do that now. Don't get any tighter. Yeah, now just lift your wrist up and go up that high. Now see if it'll travel through, because I think you tightened back up. Right. There it is, coming along. Stay loose. Don't be too tight. Now take your other hand and see if it's working. See, it's not quite working, is it? Kind of constipated. See, watch for me, watch. Does the middle finger get moved a little? Maybe a little. It's mostly going around it, but it might get moved a little. See, just put your first finger and thumb on. Will the stick go through there? See, it goes through there. Once you get up about to here, I can feel it bump in. I can feel it bump into the tip. Can you? Right there. See, it bumps into the tip right there. Don't keep your middle finger off. Get all the other fingers off. We're talking about this now. Get them off. It's supposed to be this narrow chamber. Good. Good. That means you're relaxing a little. Yeah, see it's loose there?
Yeah.
Well, you've got your middle finger on, which is okay. See, it just goes through there, doesn't it? Nothing in the way until it gets to a certain height, and then I kind of feel it bump into the tip. Try to feel that. Feel it on the tip a little of the first finger? Right there. Feel it? Kind of bumps into it, huh?
Right.
Now, if you put your middle finger on, it kind of starts to want to move that middle finger in a similar place, just like the first finger. Feels like it kind of wants to move it, the tip of it. The middle finger gets moved ever so slightly, but it's really going through here. It's going through here, where I'm not doing it with my hand. Like that. You always lose that. And then you just, with that feeling of it being able to go through here, you lift it up and let it fall. Like that. Now try to move it. There, see, the grip is in proper shape now. Lift it up and feel that. Okay, now turn your wrist and feel that same pressure up in the front finger, like that. Okay, should feel like that. Now turn your wrist. Now turn your wrist and do it. Don't keep doing that over and over. Now turn your wrist with that feeling. Stop. That's one note. Now see if your grip changed. Kind of got tighter, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, why? Why would it get tighter just to go like this? It should smooth through. So you make one tap, and then you move it through. No, you make, okay, you move it through. You don't make a tap, you just move it through. Okay, good. Now you lift it up and make a tap, and you move it through. Other hand has to move it through right away. Yeah, good. No, don't let it bounce. Just move it through. No, don't let it bounce. Just move it through. Come on, up and down. Just once, or until you know that it's working. Okay, it's working. Okay, now you know that that's correct up front. Now you lift it up and make a note. No, you don't lift it up. You lift it up with your wrist, and you make one note. Stop. Now move it through to see if it's correct. There it is, correct. Stop. Now lift it up and make a note. That was nice, man. See, it bounced up on you. See? That's good. Move it through. Good, it's moving, it's perfect. Now just lift it up and make a note. There, move it through. Move it through. It got a little tighter, didn't it? Why? It shouldn't get any tighter than that. You just lift it up and keep it loose like that. Just like that. Lift it up and make a note now. No, you don't lift it up with the other hand. The other hand is testing to see whether it's traveling through this little fulcrum channel. You just need to know that you're not too tight, not too loose. Is it working? See? It is. There, it's working. Now stop. Don't do that again. Now you lift it up with that feeling in your hand. Stop. Good. That was a good one. Now move it through. Make sure it's proper tension. Good. Stop. Lift it up and keep that tension, which is no tension. See, you got another one. You should do that a lot. That'll really help you, because that's what you're doing. You land, you get all tight, and then it turns into this, and it ain't going to move through at all. Look, there's no moving through. You just play with some other technique. Just use the free stroke. There, move it through to see if you first, look how gorgeous your grip looks, because it does that now. Boom. Now, move it through. Good, it's really ready to go. Now, good. Stop, move it through. See if it's tighter. Okay, stop. Don't play yet. It's good. Now just go tap. No, you gotta go for it. Tap. You did it here. Stop. Move it through. Tap. Tap. Stay low. Stay low. Move it through. It's not moving. It got all tight. Your middle finger clamped down and you couldn't lift the stick up. That's what you're doing. The middle finger doesn't get tight like that. Move it through. See how it moves? Be parallel when you're done. Right, that's where it moves. See, it should go right through there. Just go tap, 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 half an inch, tap, 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 stop, move it through. It got tighter, I can tell. Can you just leave your middle finger and just let it lay there and just turn your wrist? You don't have to get tight with your finger. Kind of like that. Okay. So that's where it's going. You just should practice that. That's clever on my part, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's good right here.
Stop. I can tell it won't move through right now. It's not going to move through. Try it. It's kind of tight. Come on. And you're supposed to be parallel when you do that. Not down here somewhere. Parallel. Yeah. See, now it's moving through. Now make a tap. Stop. Move it through. Beautiful. There. Go on, make a tap. There. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now, can we make a throw so that we can play an exercise? So the throw just goes straight up, and there's a little relaxation, and then you turn up to this. No, it's got to go straight up to the ceiling. Oh. Okay, so again, we have that straightness, right? It's got to always move through this. Richard Martinez calls it the path of least resistance. Okay, so the stick does this, moves through like this, and when we come up here, come on up here. Will it move? Yeah, it didn't move. It shouldn't be tight. It's loose. Come on, you're up here, I thought. There, will it move? Can you just drop it from up here? No, don't play. I want you to drop it. We're checking your grip. There. That's what you feel like in your hand. Okay, you're here. And see how the stick goes straight? So see it? The stick would go straight. The stick would go straight. The stick would, so once you're here, the stick goes straight up and down. Now the stick, so it's going to go like that. You're going to turn and follow it that way, straight up, like you just did, kind of like that. So you got to start here. Got to start here, get up to here, and see if it moves. No, it's not moving enough. Not moving enough, Mine. Look how look, it's moving. There, it's coming along. Come on, you're up here with your gooseneck, and the stick can move. And now you're going to turn to the ceiling with the whole thing. No, you have to look. I turn way up to the ceiling. And when I turn up, just let the arm fall. Not bad. Is it coming along? Do that in the other hand. Oh, pretty good. Ready? Go on up. Just because you can fake it. No, just go on up and stop. No. Going up means, sorry. Going up is this. Does it move? See, that hand's more relaxed. And then you turn up to the ceiling and everything falls. No, you have to turn up to the ceiling. So what we'd be looking to do you have the Spivak upstroke and downstroke page? Pull that up. Pull that up. So that's our new thing. This is part of figuring this out as we go along. But you really got the ball rolling when you said, I'm starting to feel it up here. And now we're taking that to another level.
Yeah, it's still tight. I thought I was loose, but it's still tight.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have page 7, upstroke and downstroke?
I didn't grab. Hold on. I'm gonna grab it. I thought I had it with me. I don't. I'm sorry.
Now, in traditional grip, you get the same kind of action. If we get the sticks to move, Dick Wilson would call the traditional grip, he'd still call it a wrist turn, or it could be called, Martinez sometimes refers to the left traditional as a rotation. So we're we're looking. We just want to, again, we just have this looseness. We don't need to be too tight. And we just rotate in the left and turn. In the turn in the right, rotate in the left.
Okay, got the upstroke, downstroke.
So, and again, the traditional also has a throw. This is where the two grips are really similar. The left is doing this rotation and the right is turning. And but when we go to throw, both hands come up in the same way. Essentially, right? It's the left hand. Here's where you can really see it. The left has come up and bent. And you can see my first finger, all my fingers, the fingers open in the right, the fingers, we get that release in the right as well. See? And now everything's released. I can still move this. I can still do this. It's nothing's freaky. And then I'm going to feel that whole assembly, the assembly close as I come down. Like that. Yeah, see, that's a good way to get it. That's another way to get it. Right? You're just going to come up, and each stick has freedom. Okay? Don't lose this height, though. Stay up now. Don't go sinking down. You came up, didn't you? You come up. Yeah, see, it's loose. The other hand, is it loose? Well, do it with your stick, so you don't have to take your stick out. Come up, but stay up. Now do it with the other hand. Is that stick loose? There. Now just turn to the ceiling. Okay. You started to get it. You see, you don't need to be too tight here. It's supposed to be able to flow through there. Okay, so what we're doing, are you looking at the exercise in 4-4?
Yes.
See that? Okay. See, there's an arrow pointing down. Here's where we get into the, again, this is going to be different than a free stroke because we have to stop down so that we can make an upstroke and feel release and relaxation. I don't know how you're going to get relaxation if you're always doing this. Maybe there's a way that I don't know about. And so we get the relaxation in the right, and the right's going to make the down throw. Right? So that's up to down. Up to down. And the left is going to make a little tap. And if we're slow enough, we won't even have an upstroke. So there's just going to be 3 taps. So it's an accent, a left, a right, and a left. An accent. But come on, get all flat. What is all this about? Come on, get your arms by your side. Flatten everything out. See, your left's better than your right. Your right's like this now. I thought the right had a 3-finger grip. Where is it? Be over the center. Well, do they look the same to you in your monitor? Not quite. Get them the same. They're coming along. Are you the same flatness in both hands? Or is one hand dipped down? Was the right's more down? Kind of. A little better. Arms by your side, so you're this perfect machine. Yeah. Your right's a little more bent forward. Your left might be a little tighter than your right. Not sure. Okay, there. Now you look like you can play. So the right's just going to, from this position, going to make a downstroke, then a tap in the left with a little normal turn, then a tap in the right, and then another downstroke. No, sorry, then a tap in the left. So slow. And then you're going to make another downstroke. Not bad. And then the. That's okay. That was okay. But you're starting to learn. Now you can teach yourself. So you made a right throw and a left, little left tap, and a right tap. So you're getting better at it. right? And a left tap, 3 taps, then you throw, throw, tap, 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 throw. No, the throw is always in the right. In the right. So it's a throw, tap, tap, tap. Throw. So it's right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left. Throw, right, left, right, left. Good, man. Throw. Come on. Give me the throw. Give me a little gooseneck. Right, left. Throw. Come on, give me that throw. You got to come up like this. Come along. No, or you can go just nice and loose. So slow. You have time to wait here for just a minute to get up, to actually get here. You're doing good, man. So just show me a throw. No, the throw has to get up to here. And then you lift it up. So it gets to here and dangles. Then a left and a right, left. Right? Now, come on up, come on up. Like that. Left, right, left. Boom. Speed it up a little. Just a little. Right. Leave it down. That was good. Leave it down so it dangles just for a minute in that position. Come on, leave it down. There it is. Go a little faster. Left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Faster. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Throw, right, throw, right, sorry. Throw, left, right, left. Throw, left, right, left. Throw, right, left. Throw again. Throw, right, left. Throw again. Nice and relaxing. There it is. A little faster. Throw, left, right, left. Throw, right, left. Nothing. Throw, right, left, left. Throw, left, right, left. Throw, right. Faster. Come on. Whack. Whack. That's all the rest of it. Whack that. A little tap in the beginning. There you go. Look at that. Okay? Not that hard. See, you start to sound like a drummer. You're playing an exercise out of a library. That's good. Just relax. The way you're going to get it is to see if the stick will travel. Isn't that the Masons? Isn't that the inside? Maybe I shouldn't be telling anybody. Isn't that the Masons' inside code? So that you know it's a fellow Mason. They say, I see you travel.
Oh, really? Okay,
that they're dealing with one of their own kind. So we need to see this travel. Will it travel? You need your other hand to know. No, you need your other hand. No, you need to put this in and see if it travels. Oh, I see you travel. There, now it's correct. And then you can make a tap. We won't get any tighter than that. You just turn your wrist. Now just turn your wrist. See, like that. Okay. So da 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 ba da da woo da 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 da. You're like 54 maybe. Da 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 ba da 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 da. Pretty good. Okay. But you got to make this through every time. So I want to feel squeeze and release. Loose, tight, release, tight, release. You can say it fast as you can squeeze it up pace. Yeah. Fast as you can play it. Good, squeeze, release, squeeze. You want to feel a little Nice and squeeze. It's going to be subtle as it goes faster. Okay. It's going to come along, yeah. So let's go back. Let's go back to, now we're going to reverse it. Now we're going to go left, right, left, right, left, throw, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now, get your right so it's not looking like this. See, your right's, you think your right's always better. Come on, get arms by your side, nice and flat. You know about that. Come on, flatten your right out. It looks more bent. In here, flatten this out. Don't always be bent. That's what you do when you go up, like that. See, it's flat now. Now your hands look more the same. See, I don't know if the tension is the same in both hands. I'm not sure. So you'd want to consider that, but see, now you look like you're ready to play. Because you see, you're close to the surface, so you can make a little tap going up. So you can make a little tap. You can go up and it's right over the surface. Okay, so now we're doing it with left. We're going, let's do the speed. Just playing with no metronome. So you got to get up to here. Now, when you get up to here, can you do this? Now you got to come up now, not down there. We're talking about the throw. Come on up, left. Don't be too tight. Now go on, turn to the ceiling of the arm collapse. No, you didn't turn to the ceiling and take charge. Yeah, but why are you all bent? When I'm done, watch. I'm flat. Watch, do it slow with me. Come on up to here. Okay, now start turning to the ceiling. Come on more. Look how all the way to get arms, forearms down, and finish. You're flat. That's what it should look like. That was really good. Do it slow again like that. You go up. I wasn't too slow. And then finish it. You're flat. Now, are you loose enough for this to happen? Will it travel? Little tight, a little, got a little tight, but the motion was superb. Okay, so we want to get to there, come on up, and then you're flat now. You're going to be flat. There it is. You're not all bent forward and weird, right? Beautiful. So we're trying to get that motion. So right, beautiful. Now left. Sorry, left, right. So my bad. Come on up. Oh, no. You can take your time and get it right. Correct. Yeah, why don't you come down slow? Like you just did with me. No, you see, when you turn up, the forearm comes down, you end up like this. There it is, and finish, and you'll be flat. Okay, there's left. Now go right. Left. Right, now we're going to go up again. Come on. Ooh, I wanted you to be a little more slow and meticulous. Right, left, right. Go up slow, come on. Slow. Turn up, let the forearm come down. Left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. Come on, just go for it. Left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. Left, right, left. Take your time on the way down. Make sure your forearm comes down. Come on. Keep doing it. Come on, turn up to the ceiling. You got it. You got to get this part. No, you got to get this part. No, and then you're going to go nice and slow. No, nice and slow. There. Right. Left. Go up nice and slow on the left. Not slow enough. Keep going. Right. Left. Now you're going to go up slow. Real slow. Slow. There. Right. Left. Go up slow. Turn slowly. Yeah. Right. Left. Right. Go on up. No. Don't be too tight up front. Let's take it easy. Relax your right arm. Your right hand looks funny. Supposed to just be, I just started doing this, I thought. There you go. Look at you. Right? Take your time on the way down. That's where you start to get confused. There. See, now you're nice and flat. Left, right, left. For this, because your left is a little less accustomed to making that throw. Release, squeeze. Release, squeeze. Release, squeeze. Release, squeeze. Release, squeeze. Not as way the motion. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. There. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. For every squeeze, there's a release going in the opposite direction. Okay? So you're starting to get it now. Starting to move slowly. This was really good. No, that's not how you do it. No, it's not how you. What are you doing? No, you're going to come up. You're going to come up. No, you're just going to come up and wait. Yeah, no. That was a good. See, it's come back again. Go on up and wait. Good. It's come back. See, go up and wait. Wait up here. Okay. Can the stick travel? No, you need your other hand. There. Now you're not too tight. Come on, let it be loose. There you go. Now go slowly up. It hasn't gotten any tighter. Look. Go through. You're too tight. You're too tight. Not doing this. There it is. And finish your stroke. Don't get it. You see? Flatten it out a little. Flatten it out. See, that's what I would do. I'd go up and check to see if I'm traveling. Does it travel? Really travel through here? Good. Now turn up and let your forearm come down like you did. Slowly. Stop. Back fingers look like they really want to hang on. Why? You don't need your back fingers. I want to see if it's tight through here. Does it move? Other hand. You're going to need your other hand? No, it's too tight. Not just going through here, man. You don't. No, it's got to go through here. Just like it went through here, down here. It goes through here all the time. Stop clutching with your fourth. Get your fourth off so it'll move. Take your fourth off a little. Relax your middle finger. Now move. There! That's what it should feel like. You're clamping down with, you're still clamping with your fourth. Desperate to hold them. Now finish your stroke. Just turn to this surface. Turn. There. Now, will it move? No! You have to, oh, it was perfect. Okay, go on up. Go on up all the, just to here. Isn't moving. Back fingers can't be clamped on or it won't do this. Okay, turn up and let the forearm come down. No, you got to start again. Okay, good. Will it move? Yeah, it did. Turn up and let the forearm come down. Doesn't move. Careful of your back fingers. You're going to spoil it. Too tight. Come on. Start to loosen. There it is. You don't need the fourth finger. There you go. Let it move through here. Look, it'll move through here. See? Look. Look, come on. Move it through. Go slower. Feel it. Feel the friction. I can feel it on my thumb. I can feel it on my first finger. I can feel it in the middle finger. Moving the middle finger ever so slightly. There you go. See? Now with that grip, you just finish it. There, stop. Does it move? Will it move? There it is. Go on up. Come on, a little more. Yeah, there it is. Turn. Forearm comes down. Forearm has to come down. Does it move, or are you too clamped on? Slowly. Remember, you got it slower. There it is. And finish it. So we get this to this to this. We get this moving to this. It could move. You know, if there is a squeeze, this is really all the stuff I'm giving you. See, it's loose here and it can really move. Should probably be careful, but you need to start to learn that there's a 3-finger grip and it moves through the channel, and there is a squeeze and release. So maybe it'll move a little less here because you squeezed. But I want you to feel this. I want you to feel this. I want you to feel it moving through that 3-finger grip. Yeah, see, it's getting better. Yeah, and then you finish your strike. So you get release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze. Hair. Up, it's a loose. Yeah! There's no, we're getting rid of the shaking. I know you can't stand it. You're gonna miss your shake. I get it. It's an old friend. Okay, so this technique, this thing I've created, getting you to feel this 3-finger grip and that channel is a big deal for you. So keep practicing that way. For the you're at 54, going right, and for I would practice it. I would practice going left, so you can take your time and really go through all that in your left. I would practice it at 40 to 8th notes. So you're going to be going, when you lead left, you're going to be much slower, so that you can go through this whole thing and not do what you were doing before I slowed you down, where it was like, I said, no, wait here, see if it moves. Turn up, that really helped. Does it move? Oh, it's like, oh my God. See how relaxing that is? You see? If you go for a walk today, next time you're walking, pay attention to how you walk. It's how you walk, right? When you're walking, you push off and go onto the ball of your foot, right? I'm not quite sure how the whole thing swings forward. It's a little different than what we're doing. But you see, there's always this. It's always see, it's always doing that. But what we're doing here, it's walking. It's as easy as walking, Steve. Turning off the camera.